Hey guys, welcome back for another video. It's that time again to do our daily MLB predictions. We're going to go over all 15 of our games we have coming up today, Monday, August 25th. We're going to break them all down. We're going to try to predict the outcome for every single game. Hey, but first things first, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree? Disagree? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your predictions for the day? Leave it in the comment section. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. There is 3 tiers in total. Like I was saying, we're going over all 15 of our games today, looking at the hitting, the pitching, trying to predict the outcome, who's going to win, lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders, trying to break these games down. If you're a sports fan, if you're a baseball fan, this is the place. Make sure to like and subscribe. We go over every game, every single day, this entire season. College football started. NFL is just around the corner. We do the same thing for the football seasons the entire year as well. If my sound sounds just a little different this video, guys, I am recording the video out of town, so it might be just a little different, but it's still good. We want to make sure to get these videos out every day. We don't want to let a game go by. It's been a great season so far, and it's almost over. We will miss it, thankfully. Football is there to carry us back into the next baseball season. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get started running through these games. The very first one we have kicking everything off, 6:35 p.m., the 71-59 Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox, they can do a little bit of everything. They have a great offense. They're practically good at every single statistical category. And they'll be on the road versus the 60-70 Baltimore Orioles. Right now, Baltimore, 45.5% chance to win this one. Boston, a 54.5% chance to win. Currently, the Red Sox are 8.5-1 favorites. The over is going to be 7.5. Boston's coming into this game -121. The Orioles are +101. But this is a very, very competitive game. Both teams honestly have a real shot to win this one. The Red Sox, like I was praising their offense. This offense is good. Power, speed, batting average, averaging 5.0 runs a game. Second place in the AL East, 253 average, 155 home runs, 120 steals, giving up 3.69 runs a game. The pitching has really come on strong the last month for them. The Orioles, younger team, a lot of power. They don't pitch well, but they can hit some home runs. 4.4 runs per game, 241 batting average, 158 home runs, 91 steals, and a 4.7 runs a game. As of me making this video, no starter announced for the Boston Red Sox. They have a pretty good bullpen, but I hate going into games blind, not knowing all the variables. But the point is, as of me making it, we don't know who's going to be on the mound to start this game for Boston. For the Orioles, and they have Sagana going, one of their better pitchers, 10-5 record, 3.97 ERA, 131.1 innings, 85 strikeouts. He's given up 21 home runs, only 32 walks. Tough game to call here, but with the unknowns, give me the Orioles winning this game, the +1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. In our second game on Fox Sports 1 at 6:40 p.m., the 63-67 Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays played really good the month of April, May, went off the tracks the month of June. They got to get some momentum to finish the season strong. They're on the road versus the 64-65 Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians playing really strong baseball since the All-Star break. Right now, Cleveland, 53.7% chance to win this one. The Rays, a 46.3% chance. Guardians are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Cleveland's -150. Tampa Bay +125. The Rays right now, statistically, they don't look bad, but that has not translated to the on-the-field product. They're averaging 4.5 runs a game. 251 average, 145 home runs. They lead baseball with 171 steals, extremely aggressive on the bases, a 4.01 ERA. The Guardians, 3.9 runs per game. They have been hitting a lot better since the All-Star break, 225 average. That's not going to cut it. That's one of the worst in baseball. They have to get that number up. 132 home runs, 101 steals, and 3.93 runs a game. On the mound for the Rays, Ian Seymour, 1-0 record, 3.86 ERA. Strong numbers, but very small sample size, only 23.1 innings, 26 strikeouts. He's only given up 3 home runs, going up against Tanner Beebe. Tanner Beebe's been up and down this entire season. Right now, 99 record, 4.62 ERA, 142.1 innings, 129 strikeouts. He's given up 23 home runs. Very, very susceptible to the long ball. But still, I trust the Guardians overall more. They're the hotter team right now. Give me Cleveland winning this one. I'm going to go with them covering the spread. And I'm going to go with the over again as well. And we'll follow that up with an NL East versus NL East matchup. Both of these teams could use a win very badly. At 6:40 p.m., the 59-71 Atlanta Braves. Will the real Atlanta Braves please stand up? They've been missing the entire season. We need them to show some type of life here, show some type of fire. On paper, this team looks great. On the field, they look abysmal. They're on the road versus the 61-69 Miami Marlins, who have not been the most consistent team this season. Right now, Miami, 58.2% chance to win at home. The Braves, a 41.8% chance. Atlanta, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. The Braves are minus 125. The Marlins plus 105. But I honestly think this game is a lot closer to a 50-50 than it appears. The Braves are averaging 4.4 runs per game. 244 average, 144 home runs, 65 steals, and 4.38 runs a game every single week. And that number is slowly ticking up. They give up more and more runs, and I definitely don't trust the Braves bullpen. The Marlins, 4.3 runs per game. 250 average, 127 home runs, 107 steals, and 4.5 runs a game. Spencer Strider on the mound for the Marlins. Started out the year injured. When he's on, one of the best young strikeout pitchers in baseball. He has not had his stuff this entire season. I do hope to see him rebound. He's a fun pitcher to watch. He just needs a little bit of a rest here, maybe next year. Right now, 5-11 record, 5.24 ERA, 89.1 innings, 102 strikeouts. Going up against Edward Cabrera for Miami, 6-7 record, 3.52 ERA, 117.2 innings, 126 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher. I'm going to go with the Marlins getting the win here. Strider, you got to show me some life first. Miami wins this one, going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under here, lower scoring game. And our next game we're going to be taking a look at 7:05 p.m., the 53-77 Washington Nationals. They have an interim coach here, younger team, actually an under-the-radar competitive team, a lot of very close losses. They're on the road versus the 69-60 New York Yankees. The Yankees finally got a win under their belt. They needed it badly. Cashman needed it. Boone needed it. Those two guys are under a lot of pressure, and deservedly so. Their teams have not been playing well. Right now, New York, 63.6% chance to win this one. They're third place in the AL East. Washington Nationals, a 36.4% chance to win. Right now, the Yankees come in here, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Washington plus 188. New York minus 228. Heavy favorites. The Nationals are averaging 4.3 runs per game, 244 average, 124 home runs, 108 steals. They do struggle with their pitching, giving up 5.31 runs a game. That's bottom 5 in baseball. The Yankees still a top 10 overall offense, 5.1 runs per game, 250 average, 211 home runs. That's number 1 in the majors, and it's number 1 by a lot. 102 steals and 4.03 runs a game, which actually isn't bad considering the amount of injuries they've had to their pitching staff. On the mound for the Nationals, actually one of their better starting pitchers. This guy's been pitching well this entire season. Brad Lord, 4-6 record, 3.46 ERA, 96.1 innings, 77 strikeouts, only 8 home runs in 96 innings. Can't complain about that. Cam Schittler pitching for New York, 1-2 record, a 3.22 ERA, 36.1 innings, 38 strikeouts, 6 home runs given up, 36 innings. He is very susceptible to the long ball, but overall, keeping the runs from scoring. Look for New York to carry the momentum from last night into today for at least one more game. New York wins this one, they cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And at 7:07 p.m., the 59-71 Minnesota Twins. The Twins, they've been all over the place this season. They lost some of their best pieces. They don't struggle with the offense. They do struggle when it comes to pitching. On the road here versus the 76-55 Toronto Blue Jays. One of the hottest teams in baseball the last 2 months. They have been clubbing the ball, smashing the ball. A lot of home runs. They still have to work on their pitching, but they're just outscoring everyone. Toronto, 55.2% chance to win. The Twins, a 44.8% chance. The Blue Jays, 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over under. Minnesota, plus 120. Toronto, minus 145. This Twins offense, 4.1 runs per game, 237 average, 150 home runs, 66 steals, and 4.35 runs a game. The Blue Jays, 4.9 runs per game, 266 batting average. That is the number 1 batting average in the majors. Don't forget about that. They have no issues getting runners on base. 154 home runs, good power, 63 steals, and 4.2 runs per game. Max Scherzer, he is back to vintage Max Scherzer performance. The last couple weeks, he has looked elite. He's looked like he's 30 years old. The guy's like 58 years old right now. 4-2 record, 3.6 ERA, 60 innings, 56 strikeouts. You gotta love seeing Scherzer pitching. Takes you back to your youth. One of the best pitchers of the last 2 decades. Going up against Joe Ryan. He's one of those foundational pitchers for the Twins. Whenever they need to win, he shows up. They just got to get him some run support here. 12-6 record, 2.77 ERA, 143 innings, 159 strikeouts. I'm going upset here. Give me the Twins winning this one. I'm going to go with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And how about an NL East versus NL East matchup, 7:10 p.m., the number 2 versus the number 1 team, the 76-54 Philadelphia Phillies visiting the 69-61 Mets. The Mets would love to dominate the series, chip away at that lead for the Phillies. Right now, New York, one of the most inconsistent teams in baseball, 47.6% chance to win this one. Second place in the NL East. The Phillies, 52.4% chance to win. First place in the NL East, and the lead is a pretty good lead. Right now, Philadelphia, 1.5 run favorite, 7.5 over under. The Phillies minus 120. The Mets are even. Philadelphia, 4.7 runs a game. This is a veteran squad here. 257 average, 160 home runs, 108 steals, and 3.75 runs per game. The Mets, 4.6 runs a game. 246 average, 175 home runs, 108 steals, giving up 3.82 runs a game. On paper, these teams are very even. It's just the Phillies are currently playing better baseball, but the Mets, they're on a little bit of a decent, pretty good playing streak the last week. That has to be pretty good for them because they have been stinking it up the last 2 months. They're still 8 games above 500. You can't complain about that. Christopher Sanchez on the mound for the Phillies, 11-4 record, 2.46 ERA. This guy's having a great season. No one's talking about him. 157 innings, 169 strikeouts. Going up against the Mets ace, Kodai Senga, 7-5 record, 2.58 ERA, 104.2 innings, 99 strikeouts. He's given up 50 walks, 81 hits. The big thing about Senga, he puts bodies on base. He's just able to get out of those jams. Phillies, the number 1 walk team, the number 1 hit ratio team, the number 1 contact team. The Phillies, they know how to play small ball. I don't like the mix here. Give me the Phillies covering the spread. They win this one, and I'm going to go with the under. And our next game at 7:40 p.m., the 67-64 Kansas City Royals. How about the Royals? They're finally scoring some runs. They have a top 5 overall pitching team. They're 3 games above 500. They have some momentum right now, playing good baseball. Props to them. They're on the road versus the 47-83 Chicago White Sox. The White Sox, yes, they have the 2nd worst record in baseball, but they're an under-the-radar competitive team. You always got to keep her out for the upset. Chicago, 49.2% chance to win. KC, 50.8. That's as close to a 50-50 split as it gets with the fans. The Royals are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. KC minus 145. The White Sox plus 120. The Royals are averaging 3.9 runs a game, 247 average, 126 home runs, 99 steals, again 3.65 runs a game. The White Sox 3.9 runs per game, 233 average, 129 home runs, 77 steals, and a 4.16. Very, very close game statistically. On the mound for the Royals, this guy, young pitcher here, look at these numbers. 7-5 record for Noah Cameron, 2.53 ERA, 103 innings, 83 strikeouts. You gotta love those numbers. Shane Smith, 3-7 record of 4.12 ERA, 107 innings, 102 strikeouts. This is a very, very difficult game to call. I'm gonna go out a little bit on a ledge. Give me Chicago pulling off the upset. Low-scoring game. I have the White Sox winning, going with the plus 1.5. And again, I'm going to go with the under. And we may see some runs scored in this game. 7:40 p.m., you're going to have the 64-67 Arizona Diamondbacks. This team can't pitch to save their life. They do hit a lot of home runs. They do score a lot of runs. And they'll be playing the 81-50 Milwaukee Brewers. Kind of fallen off just a little bit the last couple games. But hey, it's okay. They're still the best team in baseball right now. The best record in baseball. Right now, the Brewers first place in the NL Central. They have a 66.8% chance to win. The Diamondbacks a 33.2% chance. Milwaukee, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Arizona's plus 150. Milwaukee minus 180. The Diamondbacks are averaging 4.9 runs a game. Like I said, they can score some runs. 250 average, 182 home runs, the top 5. 96 steals, 4.52 runs a game. Their goal, they're going to give up runs. They're just going to try to outslug you. The Brewers 5.1 runs a game. The Brewers are great at every single statistical category. 5.1 runs per game. 257 batting average, 138 home runs, 139 steals as top 3, giving up 3.57 runs a game. That is elite pitching. The starting rotation, the bullpen, they're both elite, a very deep bullpen. Eduardo Rodriguez pitching for the Diamondbacks, 5-7 record. 5.4 ERA, 116.2 innings, 115 strikeouts. He's given up 46 walks, 21 home runs, 142 hits, all in 116.2 innings. He loads the bases here. The Brewers extremely aggressive on the bases. Small market team, they excelled small ball. Brandon Woodruff growing for Milwaukee, 4-1 record, 2.47 ERA, 43.2 innings, 55 strikeouts. He is a strikeout pitcher. I got to go with the Brewers offense here. Give me Milwaukee winning this one, covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over. At 7:45, the 57-74 Pittsburgh Pirates. The season got away from Pittsburgh really quick this year. Struggling on offense. This team can pitch, though. The pitchers just need some run support. On the road versus the 64-67 St. Louis Cardinals. The Cardinals started out the season so good, and then they completely went off the rails also. St. Louis, 67.6% chance to win. Pittsburgh a 32.4% chance to win. The Cardinals are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Pirates plus 120, Cardinals minus 145. Right now, the Pirates are averaging 3.6 runs a game, really struggling to score runs. 234 average, 94 home runs. It's last place in baseball. 100 steals, of 3.93 runs a game. The Cardinals 4.4 runs per game. 249 batting average, 124 home runs, 77 steals, of 4.31 runs a game. Johan Oviedo going for Pittsburgh, 1-0 record. 4.5 ERA, but an extremely small sample size. Only 6 innings pitched. He does have 9 strikeouts. He's a strikeout guy, but I need to see some more from him. Michael McGreevy on the mound for the Cardinals. 5-2 record, 4.42 ERA, 57 innings, 33 strikeouts. Not the best numbers, but I trust the Cardinals offense a lot more to back up McGreevy than the Pirates to back up Oviedo. Give me St. Louis winning this one, covering the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here very slightly. 8:05 p.m. This is an under-the-radar, very competitive game. The 61-69 Angels. The Angels give up a lot of runs, but they are top 5 in baseball in total home runs. If you don't have your best stuff, they will make you pay via the long ball. On the road versus the 66 Texas Rangers. The Rangers back to 500. This is their chance. They're running out of time. They got to make a strong run here to end the season on a high note. Potentially still a shot at the playoffs. Texas 67.5% chance to win. The Angels a 32.5. Los Angeles, they're averaging 4.3 runs a game, 231 batting average, 183 home runs. That is top 5, 63 steals, giving up 4.71 runs a game. The Rangers are finally, for the love of God, they finally started scoring some runs this season the last 3 weeks. That enabled them to get back to 500. They still have the number 1 pitching team in all of baseball. Just score some runs from. Right now, 4.1 runs a game, 234 average, 142 home runs, 114 steals, giving up 3.43 runs a game. The Rangers are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. Los Angeles plus 150, Texas minus 180. Jose Soriano on the mound for the Angels. Actually, surprisingly, one of their better pitchers this season. 8-9 record, a 4.0 ERA, very good numbers. 148.2 innings, 130 strikeouts. He has the offense to back him up. And the Rangers going with Jacob deGrom. deGrom, one of the best pitchers you will ever see in your life. Definitely one of the best the last 2 decades. 10-5 record, 2.76 ERA. Not his best starts the last 3 to 4 starts, but overall, coming back from injury, it is great to see deGrom pitching well. 140.1 innings, 148 strikeouts, only 30 walks this season, only 100 hits given up in 140 innings. Get me deGrom. It's been over a month since he's won. He gets the W here. deGrom wins. The Rangers cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. And how about this West Coast matchup at 9:40 p.m.? The 74-57 San Diego Padres, second place in the NLS, playing the 70-61 Seattle Mariners, second place in the LS. Both these teams just outside of the first place, but within striking distance. 2 second-place teams facing off here. That makes the series very worthwhile. One of the better series this week. Right now, Seattle, 49.7% chance to win. The Padres, a 50.3%. Again, practically a 50-50 fan split down the middle. The Mariners are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. Seattle's minus 130. San Diego plus 110. This game's a pick'em. It's a very good game. Good bullpens from both teams. Great offenses. The Padres, 4.2 runs per game. 251 batting average. Fernando Tatis, Machado. If we get both bats hot, this team can really make a run here. 111 home runs, 87 steals, and 3.53 runs a game. The Padres currently right now, the number 1 bullpen in baseball, the number 2 overall pitching team in baseball. The Mariners, 4.6 runs a game. 241 average, 186 home runs at top 5, 132 steals, that's top 5, and they're only giving up 3.95 runs a game. Seattle turning to Bryce Miller on the mound. 2-5 record, a 5.87 ERA. Not their best starter right now. 53.2 innings, 43 strikeouts. Going up against JP Sears. He also doesn't have the best numbers, but hey, they're still better than Bryce Miller. 8-10 record, 4.94 ERA, 122 innings, 103 strikeouts. He has given up 25 home runs. That is a buttload of home runs in 122 innings. But still, nonetheless, give me the Padres to pull off the upset here. The plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. At 10:05 p.m., the second to last game, the 78-54 Detroit Tigers, one of the best overall teams in baseball. First place in the AL Central on the road versus the Athletics in Sacramento. Smaller park, minor league stadium, might see some home runs. They're fifth place in the ALS. Right now, Detroit, 71.2% chance to win. The A's, a 28.8%. No one's giving them a shot. That's when you got to keep your eye on the game. The Tigers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Detroit minus 215. The Athletics plus 180. The Tigers are averaging 4.9 runs a game. .250 average, 170 home runs, solid power, 57 steals, and 3.8 runs per game. The A's are averaging 4.5 runs per game. .252 average, 180 home runs. They're also top 5 in home runs. They just give up a lot of runs. 67 steals and 4.83 runs a game. On the mound for the Athletics, JT Ginn, 2-5 record, 4.95 ERA, 60 innings, 66 strikeouts. He's given up 13 home runs in 60 innings. That's a lot of home runs in 60 innings. And Tarek Skubal on the mound for the Tigers might be the front runner right now for the American League Cy Young. This guy's having a great season. 11-3 record, 2.32 ERA. Not the guy you want facing you on the mound. 159.1 innings. He's eating up innings this season. 200 strikeouts. Already at 200 strikeouts. You gotta love the production that you are seeing from Skubal. Give me Skubal. Give me the Tigers with the pitching, with the offense to win this one on the road here. Tigers win. They cover the spread, and I'm gonna go with the under this game. And our final game of the night at 10:10 p.m., the 68-63 Cincinnati Reds, one of the most consistent teams in baseball. You get the same product day in and day out. They're on the road versus the 74-57 Los Angeles Dodgers, trying to create a lot of separation here with the Padres in second place. The Dodgers first place in the NLS, the Reds third place in the NL Central. Right now, Cincinnati, 47.3% chance to win. Los Angeles, a 52.7% chance to win. Dodgers are also 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Cincinnati plus 125, Los Angeles minus 150. The Reds are averaging 4.5 runs per game, 247 batting average, 128 home runs, 91 steals, and 3.8 runs a game. Those numbers have played very consistent since opening day. You're always getting the same product out there. The Dodgers, one of the best overall rosters in baseball, probably the best roster when they're healthy. That's the key. When they are healthy, they have yet to be healthy fully this season. 5.2 runs per game, 253 average, 196 home runs. Good enough for second place. Gotta love that. 78 steals and 4.14 runs a game. A lot of injuries to the pitching staff, but the Dodgers, they keep winning. They're still in first place. They've not let it hold them back. Hunter Green on the mound for Cincinnati, 5-3 record, 2.63 ERA. Really good numbers this season. 72 innings, 91 strikeouts. Going up against Emmett Sheehan, the young guy here. 4-2 record, 4.17 ERA, 41 innings, 44 strikeouts. Pretty solid numbers for the young guy. You have Green, great season. Sheehan, good year here. But I'm going to go with the Reds. Give me the Reds walking away with the win, the plus 1.5. And I'm going to go with the under in this game. It's going to be a close one. It's going to be a good one. Guys, that's our predictions for all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up for Monday, August 25th. This season is flying by. It's almost a month of September. It is crazy. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Make sure to let us know. I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it.